What's up, guys? Welcome to Wrestling Talk Show's Creative Conversation. I'm not sure what episode I'm on, but guys, there is huge news going around with Jeff Hardy that there's a major problem for Jeff Hardy's possible return to the WWE in early 2017. Now, fans all know by now that the WWE brand split massively affected the entire company from top to bottom. Several veterans are reportedly returning to WWE, and some have already been confirmed. We know that Shelton Benjamin is coming to WWE, and he's going to be on the SmackDown brand. Returned by Goring Heath Slater. That's Rhino. Rhino's back on the main roster now. Fans also saw the announcement of Shelton Benjamin returning to SmackDown as well. Meanwhile, PW Insider reports that Jinder Mahal will also make his return. Several others are also rumored, including Melina, Carlito. However, the big name that many fans have been wanting to see back in the company is Jeff Hardy. Now, it was reportedly recently that Jeff Hardy was telling people he was planning to return to the WWE when his TNA deal expires in February of 2017. Now, there have been many issues with his plans. However, according to Cage Side Seats, WWE is hesitant to sign Jeff Hardy because he doesn't plan to work a full-time schedule. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, listen, I love Jeff Hardy. I'm a fan of Jeff Hardy, but I wouldn't want to see Jeff Hardy work a full-time schedule in WWE. I would want him to work a full-time schedule. But now the question is, though, if Jeff Hardy's going to come back to WWE, we know the brand split happened. We know it took place. We know the draft is done. We know the people who are on Raw. We know the people on SmackDown. We know SmackDown's going to have some of their pay-per-views now. That's a Backlash. We know the Cruiserweight is coming back to WWE, but it's going to be on Monday Night Raw. So where is Jeff going to go? Is Jeff going to go to Raw, or is Jeff going to go to SmackDown? What do you guys think? Should he go to Raw? Should he go in the SmackDown? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, guys, hit that like button as well. 5-star frog splash that Sasha Banks like button. Back to the news. WWE wants the veterans to come back to the road, to be on the road with the young talents. Now, I have no problem with Jeff Hardy working with a lot of talent. Now, if Jeff Hardy goes to Raw, we could see Seth Rollins and Jeff Hardy. We could see Jeff Hardy versus Finn Balor. We could definitely see that. I would love to see a feud between those two. You know, Jeff Hardy's a good performer. He's good in the ring. He was a WWE champion. He was a tag team champion. I like Jeff Hardy. You know, but the thing is now, too, you know, Jeff Hardy's not the same no more. Jeff Hardy's not the way he used to be. He can't be that stunt devil. He can't be doing swanton bombs all the time. You know, there was rumors going around that, you know, Jeff Hardy wants to face The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match and do a swanton bomb off the Hell in the Cell, land on the announce table, do another one from the top of the cage and go through the cage and misses it, and Undertaker tombstones Jeff Hardy 1, 2, 3. Which, in my opinion, I don't want to see Jeff Hardy versus The Undertaker. You know, I respect The Undertaker. I'm a fan of The Undertaker, but I don't want to see him wrestle no more. I just wanted to see The Undertaker and John Cena WrestleMania 32, and that's it. You know, I just want to see that last match. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to see Jeff Hardy versus The Undertaker. It just, in my opinion, wouldn't be a good match. You know, I would want to see something better for Jeff Hardy's WrestleMania match. Now, They need the veterans to help with the attendance now that the brands are split. Another major issue for Hardy is that he cannot leave the country due to his criminal history with drugs. We know Jeff Hardy always had drugs problems throughout his years, even in the WWE. Jeff Hardy has drug problems. And in my opinion, that's the reason why, he had to leave the WWE, because he had drug problems and they didn't like that. And then he went to TNA, which is total nonstop action wrestling. Now, another major, he was using back that occurred right after he left WWE. Of course, he was using while in the company, as we all know. May be able to swing something better than other places, but it may be difficult for them to do so. Despite this, WWE can manage with not taking Jeff overseas while they go various countries around the world. While Hardy will eventually be going to go, the real issue is that he's not able right now, and WWE would want their top vets to be with them, which is Jeff Hardy. People want Jeff Hardy back in the WWE. They've been wanting him to come back to WWE for a very long time right now. Jeff Hardy is a special case. Though he clearly puts butts in the seats, which has never been an issue for him. The issue for Hardy has always been able to trust them. TNA learned firsthand that he can show up hammered or high. TNA was always willing to work with Jeff Hardy in spite of his drug issues, where WWE simply would have to fire him for a one violation like what we saw at Victory Road years back. To his credit, Jeff Hardy has reportedly stayed clean for the last few years. He also claimed to be in better shape that he's been in years, which is an encouraging sign. However, Hardy is hard to trust despite this, because you never know if he'll slip. There's a huge risk/reward system with Jeff Hardy. We know that the reward is that he'll help sell out arenas and bring eyes to television. The risk is that you never know if he'll be out on something one day or not. TNA currently does not have a wellness policy like the WWE has. Well, even if you're a wrestling company or not, if you're like a big star, you gotta have a wellness policy. That's very important as a wrestling promotion. You gotta have a wellness policy. If you don't have a wellness policy, then people are gonna try, doesn't have to worry about nothing. And that's why he went over there, because they don't have a wellness policy. And you can do whatever you want. You got freedom. But when you work for the WWE, you got a wellness policy. You got to obey the rules, and you know what's going to happen if you get caught for something. Just like Roman Reigns, he got suspended for 30 days because they broke the wellness policy. You know the rules. You can't break those rules, because you know when you sign up for the company, you know the wellness policy. They go over it with you. You know what to expect if you mess up. In bad shape. And he can do terribly or whatever. WWE is simply could not get away with that sort of thing. The wellness policy. They do random drug tests all the time. Now, Jeff Hardy would certainly be someone that they would test more often than anyone else, simply due to his public history with drugs. On top of all this, he doesn't want to work a full-time schedule. In reality, fans can obviously understand why he wouldn't want to do so. And I respect that. I respect that Jeff Hardy doesn't want to work a full-time schedule, because in my opinion, he doesn't need to. Jeff Hardy doesn't need to work a full-time schedule. He can work a part-time schedule and still be there for the WWE. Now, superstars travel all the time, and they're on the road most of the year. They work 200 to 300 shows per year all around the world. This is obviously not easy for the human body. And Jeff Hardy would be coming in at age 39 with about 20 years of experience. While seeing experience sounds great, if we're talking about how good a person at their craft, in the case of pro wrestler, that 20 years of beating up your body almost every single night, for that amount of time, Jeff Hardy likely turned to drugs for multiple reasons. And one of the possible due to pain could WWE work out a part-time deal for Hardy where he works 3 days a week instead of five to six. That's possible. However, we'll have to wait and see if then they try to bring him back next year. So that's the big news going on with Jeff Hardy, guys. Leave me your thoughts. Leave me your comments in the comments below, guys. Also, subscribe to this show for more of all your information, guys. Until then, follow me on Twitter at The Talk Show 101. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys below. Thank you all for tuning in to Wrestling Talk Show's Creative Conversation, guys. Tune in to the next episode of Wrestling Talk Show's Creative Conversation. Guys, I'll see you on the next show. Subscribe.